Gemini, Happy New Year, Gemini. So when I was getting ready to get the cards and stuff together, I kept hearing quiet storm. What is it? Flowing. I don't know what that means. We're gonna have to see in the reading. Some of y'all might be coming out the storm. Maybe you come to a place where you're feeling you moved into hermit mode because you've gone through so much stuff this year that it's just like I'm going with the flow now. Typically, Quiet Storm reminded me of the radio show where they would just play slow music or relaxing music or whatever and stuff like that. So it could have been that maybe you're coming to a place where you're slowing some things down. Could be even with love. Some of you might be falling in love, but let's get into it, Gemini. Now, I'm going to incorporate some other cards into the reading this month. We're going to use, I'm going to get it over here so the ring light won't have the glare. The Rebel deck, which is kind of like a tough shit type of straight, no chaser deck. For mental, going into the new year, we're going to use the Empath's Empowerment deck. And then for messages from the ancestors, let me get it under there. We're going to use the Ancestor Spirit Oracle Cards deck by Jade Sky. All righty, so let's get into it. I've also added a few more bones. I have a vertebrae. I have a hip bone for flexibility. Vertebrae is for like standing your ground, standing straight. Could also represent back problems. Let's see. I think I got a coyote bone in here. And then, of course, a few more charms. Literally, I need to take some of these charms out because I got about 2 handful of stuff. But we're going to get it. We're going to make it work. And I got a big hand. Man hands. Maybe, maybe not, Gemini. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see if we can get those. And then pick up these last few pieces. Gemini for January 2023. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini spirit. Show me the money. Show me the money. Oh, let's see. Damn it. Why is the money upside down? That's not what I asked for. Oh, but we got money coming in. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So maybe this is the present thing. Not so much Spirit saying you're losing money. Some of you could be losing money on love. Maybe you're spending some money whining and dining somebody, or you are with somebody that is, sometimes you get a couple and one person spends more money than the other person, but you do have money coming in, um, which is good. So let's see the sector. We're giving birth to something financially. This could be a new business, new money opportunity coming in. We do have some travel that's coming in that may also bring in some type of money. And then we see a new home, a big move, travel, possibly moving someplace where you can make more money because we have travel here and then we have a new home coming in the travel sector. Some of you, I feel like that you're not making enough money. So for a few, there could be a loss of a job or possibly even thinking about walking away from a job because you're not making enough. Good luck is showing that the purse is there. You have money coming in. And some of you, this is going to be with a partnership. Could be connecting to somebody. Could even be a friend that's saying, hey, look, my company is hiring. You want to come try this? Spirit is on top of this in the good luck sector, which means that there is some spirit help on the other side that is coming in for you. Now, if you are traveling with a friend, we have the demon head on top of this friend, which could cause some problems. Could be that this person is not as friendly as you think, or there may be some issues that happen on a trip with this person that causes some type of argument. I'm not really getting a third party in this, but this could be that, you travel out with somebody and then there's a differences of opinions, or they want to do a tour, you don't want to do a tour, and there may be some issue. The thing is that one of you is evil. One of you, and I'm not going to say evil, but one of you has more of a temper than the other person does. I feel like one person is more committed to the friendship while the other person is, if you rub me the wrong way, you could be my friend or you could not be my friend. So there may be some issue that's going on with some travel. Now, I've been seeing on social media and stuff, people that go travel out with friends, and some of these people not making it back, or there's so much controversy. Please, y'all, be careful with people that you travel with, especially if it's just two of y'all. I don't want to say one of y'all might not come back, but it may be that somebody cuts a trip short because somebody else acted a fool. So make sure that whatever allowances that you need to take, this could also be going to visit somebody, like a dating type of thing. And then you get there and then you realize this person is an asshole, or they catfish you or something like that. Make sure that if you are traveling out, that you have money to get you back and you don't have to be dependent on somebody else. Okay. So let's see. In the family sector, we got like something that's going around and around. So this could be actually even boredom too. Like I do the same shit day in, day out, or I have the same conversations with people day in, day out. There's a lot of spirituality that is in your household. So some of y'all could practice a certain type of religion or belief system. Um, there is protection there. I do see that some of you may feel a little bit like you're not with the vertebrae on the side. This is somebody who's not fully standing in their power. So there may be some issues where you're sharing space with somebody and you're not really feeling like you're free to be yourself, or you're a little bit concerned with the stability of that place. Now, I am seeing the heart upside down in the house sector. So this could be if you are in a relationship or living with somebody that there may be, we have the same conversations over and over again. Some of you may feel like that you're having to concede to this person so that there's no arguments, or vice versa. I do see with the cowrie shell, some of you could be looking into getting your own place. There may be even selling a house or moving somewhere else because we have a new home that's coming in. Bad spell work sector, we're getting some issues with possibly some joints. I'm also getting a little bit of gossip that's coming in too. Sometimes this is about, if you look at a hip bone, not being flexible, not being able to rotate with changes that are happening in your life. I'm also seeing too feeling constricted or bound up, and then we have the bullet casing. So, and you're on the other side of the sword. Some of you may be falling out with somebody or cutting away a situation because you feel restricted or you feel trapped or stuck. It could be that you hear something too that you don't like. And so it's like you feel defensive. So you're pulling yourself up. And the good thing about it is with the seeing eye, you're seeing things clearly. It's like nobody can get past you. I also see spirit is talking to you with the conch shell upright. This is like spirit having conversations with you, and they could be warning you about people. Now, I do see some type of transformation going in with love. There may be, like I say, a loss of money. So if you are trying to impress somebody or you're trying to take them out, be mindful of your budget. Some of you are healing or going through some type of phase. We have the doctor's bag and we have transformation with the butterfly, which means that I'm not the same person that I used to be in love. Maybe there was some maturity that happened. Maybe you got tired of toxic relationships, so you're feeling like I need to change. I do feel like if you have somebody who's coming back in, we have trickster energy, and this person may be telling you they've changed. Now, we are in Mercury retrograde. So for some of you, it's going to be like, you know what? I've changed. Maybe they have changed, or maybe they've changed and I still need to change. I don't know. There's healing that is there, which makes me think that somebody still has to get their shit together. Um, and it could be that they're trying to get more stability in their life. This could be you. Maybe you're dating somebody and financially you're not where you want to be. Mm, or vice versa. So I feel like that there may be some conversations that are coming in with this. There could be some insecurities. Crown is upside down where you're connecting with somebody that maybe, yeah, you want to be in a relationship with, but maybe I'm worried about my finances or worried about what this person expects from me. If you haven't met this person yet, could happen in 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. Let's see. There is opportunity for travel, and it looks like traveling to a different country. You may be concerned about the money. Those skeleton hands are around this trip, which means that please be prepared. Kind of reiterates what this is talking about over here. If you're traveling out the country, make sure that you have money to get yourself back. Be careful that you're not traveling with people that are like, oh, I didn't bring enough money. Can you pay? for me to get on this train with you? Or can you pay for the Airbnb? Or can you, whatever it is, you may have to get yourself together with that. And if this is you traveling with a less money, this demon head over here may be like, look, you know, I invited you on this trip, or we're going on this trip, but you got to come up with your money. So I would say get yourself together if you're traveling out the country. Now, road opener key is on top of you. Sun is on top of you, which means you have some positive things coming in, but your confidence, you definitely need to work on that. Some of you are really thinking about going back to school. You're contemplating, and I think it's because you're really trying to open up opportunity for you. I think you're looking at opportunity coming in, but maybe you're getting these letters that are saying, we appreciate you applying, but we decided to go, with a different candidate, or, your skill set is not up to par. Some of you may be getting that hard truth that I want to expand and grow financially, but I need more education. Could also be that you're getting a job in a different state or a different country, and it's like on the job training, but I do see you giving birth to something, a new idea or a new business or a new way of being, and maybe some research that's coming in. All right. We definitely have the demon head. We have a claw coming in. This could be with friends. This could be with family, somebody that's stressing you out. Um, I keep getting this energy of feeling stuck. So I feel like for some of you, if you are in a bind and you're living with somebody, or you're in a family and you're trying to move forward, it looks like that you're having a hard time jump starting yourself, or possibly you feel like you're being held back, and there may be some conflicts that are coming in with being uncomfortable, or stressed out in a situation. It's kind of going across family and work. So some of you may be even thinking about, I think I want a different job opportunity, and there could be a issue with a male employee or coworker or something like that too. Manifestation is showing that you're hoping and praying for something different, but you feel like it's not coming through fast enough. But angel wings on top of this is showing that your spirits are hearing you. But we do have the anchor upside down, and it looks like that the concern is I don't have my money right, so my stability feels off. Some of you feel like you're going around and around in the circles. Like we another year of the same shit that I did in 2022. Doesn't have to be that way. You have opportunities that are opening up. The key is on top of you. You're seeing things clearly. You may have to move or go back to school for the opportunities that you want. Some of you are going to have to let go of old energy that just isn't going anywhere. Jazz had a conversation with me, and she was like, Mom, you need to look at your friends, because some of them are dependent on you, and you need to be with people that are more independent so that you can spread and grow a little bit more. And I was kind of like, but I get what she's saying. Sometimes we get comfortable with people because we have been in that energy and we know that energy, but when we're outgrowing it, it feels weird to leave people behind or not have that same connection, because you kind of feel, like you're leaving people behind. But there's some growth that's happening, and I think for some of you, your loyalty to some people may be stopping or hindering your growth. Not saying that you have to turn your back on these people. They may not want to go back to school. They may not want to move. It's like somebody who's comfortable in the hood. They don't want to leave because that's where they feel comfortable at. But maybe they have opportunities, but they're not taking advantage of it. Some of you are in that energy where it's like, I have opportunities to do better, to get promoted, to move up. But maybe I don't want this other person to feel bad about me doing this. So you could be thinking about what other people are going to say about you moving forward. And you may have to get over on that or get past that. I do see some mental health things that are coming in for you guys this month. So please, if you need to talk to someone, a spiritual advisor, a therapist, a counselor, reach out to them, because it looks like for some of y'all, there may be some issues with somebody, a male, that you just feel like I need to talk some things out. I need to, clear my head because my emotions are too wrapped up in this. Could be that there's a relationship problem with someone, or if this is a friendship, there may even be some issue with friendship. I see some networking that brings in money or coins, which is good. If you have a business or you're having something where you have to advertise or promote, you really need to put yourself out there this year. Some of you I think your mind is like distracted, or you're overthinking the situation because it's showing that there's a barrier with your emotions and your ability to kind of talk yourself up and make money. This could be somebody who's afraid of rejection. Like, I want to put myself out there, or my job is that I have to put myself out there to make money, but I'm worried about conflict or rejection from people, or I'm worried that I won't stand up to someone. And some of you, this could be daddy issues too. With the penis here, is that the emotions are all over the place. Like, my father or father figure is expecting more of me, but there's clause on top of this, which means maybe this person's way of thinking is not the best way anyway. I mean, here's the thing: we're all individuals. I love my mom to death, but I don't want to walk the same path that she walked. I see the ending of it, and I think it worked for her, but it will not work for me. So I have to go ahead and walk my own path. Some of you, I feel like that you may have to come to that. There also is, if you're introverted, you may have to push yourself to speak up or advertise or push yourself out there to make more money. Some of you, I definitely feel there's some jealousy with opportunities that are coming in, but it's minor. Not something that's going to slow you down. Be specific about your manifestations of what you want. Some of you are moving forward, but you don't really know where you want to go. And you have to be very specific about it, because spirit is like, okay, you want a job, but what kind of job? Where do you want the job to be? How much money do you want to make from the job? So there's definitely an energy of you manifesting, but there's no clear or clarity about what you're manifesting. And spirit is on top of that. It's like, we hear you, but we're kind of confused about what you want. Looks like with the crosses, there's definitely some spiritual growth that's coming in. Some of you may be having some type of conflict with a family about possibly your belief system or something, because we see a cross here, and then we see a cross down there by the demon head, which means that you might tell your family, I'm interested in hoodoo, voodoo, Catholicism, I want to be Southern Baptist. And depending on where they stand, it's like, why would you want to do that? So I do feel like that there's some things that need to be clarified with your spiritual growth. Some of you may also have a family member that needs some type of bailout legally. This could be somebody that, in this New Year's, so be careful of drinking and driving and things like that, where somebody may call family and be like, look, I got arrested, or I have a fine. Can you help me out with it? All right, Gemini. This also could be just watching your driving. Maybe you drive too fast, and you have to be worried about tickets. I do see some improvements in the home. So if this is not a new home, some of you are making a home new. Um, there's definitely some love, somebody coming back, I think, from love, or at least they're trying to connect with you with love. But please make sure that this person has changed, Gemini. Watch your spending for this month, especially if you're traveling, because I feel like this year is about a lot of travel for you. Some of you definitely are going to go back to school with education because it opens more doors. But please work on that self-confidence and know that you deserve this, Gemini. You're worthy of it because it's going to bring in your money. All right. We have Five of Cups reverse. Release from sadness, moving on, making new plans. Hermit. I want to spend a little time with myself, get to know myself, soul searching, being comfortable being alone, because it looks like that you're getting some inner guidance that's coming in. Page of Pentacles, we got somebody who probably contacts you with some information, but it almost is like it's full of judgment, Gemini. So be careful of who you're talking to this month and in the new year, because it looks like that this person could be coming in and trying to be a Debbie Downer for you. It's almost like you pull back because I'm focused on myself and my goals and my dreams. And then this person comes in. Why aren't you calling me? Why aren't you making time for me? Why aren't you putting energy into me? And it seems to affect you. Then we have Five of Wands reverse, harmony, breakthrough, positive changes, new opportunities that are coming in. And you do have opportunities that are there. And we have Four of Pentacles reverse, taking financial risk. Be careful with your money. Don't be gambling if you don't have it. Don't be traveling out if you don't have all the money you need. Don't go on trips with people if they don't have their part of the money. Ten of Wands reverse, which is good. Relief, letting go, laying down burdens. If you felt heavy this year, there's going to be this energy of some things being taken off your plate. Feeling like, man, there's a balance that's coming in that makes me feel good. Page of Wands, we have a message coming in. Could also be a very spicy, like child, or a child with a lot of energy that you're dealing with. Temperamental, childlike, headstrong. If you have a child, some of you are going to be dealing with somebody that is very stubborn. They have to have things their way. And it may try you. And I feel like that this child is coming of age, which means that they're discovering themselves. So if you had a baby and your baby is now 7 or 8 and you're telling them to go take a bath and they're like, no, no, they don't want to do it. And Lord help you if you're going into something that is like, a teenager, because it looks like that you're going to be dealing with an energy of someone that is very headstrong and stubborn. If this is not a child, this could be a partnership or a friend that wants things their way. And that could be where you're butting heads with somebody. Like, you know what, you're acting like a child. I don't really need this conflict. Knight of Wands, we have a move. Now, for some of you, there's definitely going to be an opportunity for you to move somewhere else. This could be also, too, if you have somebody who's in your house that's acting like a fool, or they feel like they're too grown to listen to what you're saying, it's time for them to go. If this is a partnership and this person is not seeing eye to eye with what you want, it looks like that you're saying, look, you got to go. You need to move out. You may also have somebody who's trying to move in. I feel like with the Four of Swords, we have blocked, dead end. It's like a no. No, you're not doing this. So it could be that if you have somebody that maybe you're in a relationship with or a roommate situation and they're being immature, childish, you're like, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. You're not going to move in. I definitely see be careful of people trying to block you, not necessarily by magic and things like that, but just by distracting you. Death card, transformation. I'm not the same person. There's an ending. So some of you, if you're dealing with somebody who's being very immature, very childish, this energy is like, I don't really want to connect with you anymore. A lot of you are growing. There's a lot of spiritual growth. There's a lot of maturity that is happening. And some of you, you just won't fit the friendships, or people that you were friends with just won't fit in with you. We have justice in reverse. We definitely have possibly some legal situation that is coming in. This could be a divorce, ending something, cutting somebody off. If this is a partnership, you could be going your way, they're going their way. If this is a roommate, somebody could be selling their house or moving forward. If this is a remodel and you're dealing with contractors and you're having to fight with them and back and forth, you're like, no, I'm going to cut you off. Knight of Swords in reverse, somebody egotistical, criticizing. Somebody is really trying to judge you and make you feel bad. Three of Wands is on top of you, though. Leadership, financial support, goals, being focused. So if you're dealing with a Fulio, it looks like that you are not going to put energy into them. Queen of Pentacles, business like organized stability, focused on myself, working on my business. Anything that stands in the way of you reaching your goals this year is going to get ran over by you, because it's like, I'm not putting up with you. If you're dealing with people that are throwing tantrums and they're over the age of 21, you're like, no. I think you maybe used to give them energy, but it's like, I'm very particular about my energy moving into 2023. A lot of you got a new home or home improvements coming in. There's a new job that comes in from education, which means that you're focused on, I have to complete school. I have to complete this learning, whatever this learning is to you. It may not be a 4-year university. Could be that you're getting certified in something. But I see you kind of reaching outside of your box and saying, look, I can do this and I am going to do it. And you might have some people that are saying, what's wrong with you, Gemini? Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? That's way out of your league. Somebody comes in, every time it looks like that you try to hit them with your dream, they come in and try to talk you out of it. And then because they're not getting their way, then they throw a tantrum and they act like a fool. Be careful of anybody that comes into your life where they're trying to manipulate you into doing what they want you to do, not necessarily what you want. And some of you, this may be more than one person that you're dealing with. So watch out for manipulation and stand your ground, especially when it comes to family or people that are like family to you, family and friends. Looks like you're really setting your boundaries. Gemini. So let's do the Rebel deck and see what Spirit has. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. All right. First card out. Let me get it under here. You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs to know your power. Use your voice. Don't just use it for dumb shit. It's like, speak up. Show the world what you have. Could be a podcast, could be a public speaker. Some of you could be artists or be talented. There may be a skill that you have that you're not utilizing. All right, let's see. Hold up. I got these cards sliding out. All right. Stop fucking whining. Oh, no one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have strength to change your world. So here's the thing. You may have somebody who is supporting you and telling you to try something or, stand out, and you may have some self-doubts. Or either this could be that you are trying to grow and show your talents, and you have somebody in the background that's whining, well, look at me. If I could do it, I would do it. If I had your talent, I would do this. Or you know, if I could be like you, I would do this. I don't know. I feel like that there's somebody that's going to come in and really try to, like, it's almost narcissistic energy. Like, instead of it being about you, it's going to be about them, or they're going to try to make it about them. So let's see. All right. Don't fucking force it. Let's see what that says. Allow that shit to come to you. Definitely has new changes that are coming in, but I feel like they're going to be good. I really do. I feel like if spirit is leading you to a certain path, doors are going to open because it shows you have opportunities coming in. Shows that you have money that's coming your way. Could be maybe some of you are stressing about school, or how am I going to get to this next thing, or how am I going to open this? I think it's already predetermined that it's coming to you, Gemini. Some of you, I think that you're going to have to really just realize, I'm smart enough to do this. I'm talented enough to do this. I have what it takes. Maybe, you're talking to yourself like this, and spirit is the one telling you, stop whining, do it. Do it. Interesting. If it's not a person that's jumping your ass, maybe a spirit that's jumping your ass. But it's saying that you're going to have it come your way. Don't stress yourself. Do what you need to do. Put it in action. But it's already coming to you. Let's look at the empath cards. What does Gemini need to focus on mentally this year? What do they need to focus on mentally this year? Oops. All right, let's look. All right, so we know that Geminis can be overthinkers. Let me get that under there. Quiet your mind. Overthinking a problem is not the way to any door, the key to any door. Take a few breaths to still your inner chatter. Let yourself just be for a while. Kind of like, don't force it. But we know it being air signs that we all tend to overthink. But I think it's because with this reading, it's like it's already set in motion. You already have put something in motion that's coming to you. So sitting up there and trying to figure out 15 different scenarios about this thing is not going to make it come any faster or change it up. But I will say that there's structure that needs to be there. So instead of overthinking the situation, just look at the structure of how you're getting there. Like, do I already have my paperwork turned in if I'm going to school? Have I already submitted, my contracts, or signed what I needed to sign for this to happen? Am I taking the classes that I need to take to get there? Look at it that way. Don't look at the outcome yet. Look at the things that need to be put in place for it. All righty. All right. Some of you may be feeling a little lost in their word. Let me get this under here. Find your purpose. Oh, let me get my nails off of this. There you go. And this is about when you feel like you don't fit into the world, remember that you are here to help create a better one. A tender heart is a treasure. Some of you could be sensitive. It also could be that you're feeling a little bit lost, but that kind of goes back to the manifestation of, I want it, but I don't really know how to say to the universe. And I think you need to put it on paper. I want this job. I want this position. I want to live here. I want my house to look like this. I want to stay in this state. And I think you need to be very specific about the manifestations that you want, down to what you want your career to be. Some of you, I think you're too focused on what it is that's going on around everybody, and it's like you're getting caught up in things that maybe are different people's energy, because I think a lot of you are feeling a lot of empath energy. Assert your authentic needs, In a kind, confident tone, speak your needs rather than hiding them. Empower yourself by being authentic. This goes with a few Geminis that I know. This is basically don't put yourself last. Tell people what you need and expect it, because they do the same thing to you. People come to you and they tell you exactly what they want you to do. If you go to work and they tell you that I want the paperwork done by this day, you do it. If you are going out on a date with somebody and they're telling you we're going to this restaurant, they have asserted what they wanted. Spirit is saying that you need to speak up. And this is not so much about just putting boundaries down with people. This is more about you. What is it going to take for me to be happy? What do I need to communicate with people for me to be happy? Don't just go along and settle this month, Gemini. Be very specific about what you need from people, especially if they ask. Don't be shy. If somebody comes to you and it's like they ask you, what do you want for your birthday? Tell them what you want. Don't think about it's going to cost too much money or they may have to jump through hoops to get it. Tell them what you want. If this is a job and you're going up for a promotion, this is what I want. This is what I expect. Don't be surprised if you get it. All right, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. And this is going to be the ancestor messages. Let's see what we have. Back to basics. Some of you definitely are going to be starting something over. And with school, it could be going back to school. We see the tribe moving forward. And some of you could be deciding to go in a different direction. Maybe that right now you don't feel like you want to belong to a group or an organization where you're just blindly following people. Some of you are maybe trying to assert yourself or become your more authentic self. When we look at this card, we see that he's kind of lagging in the background, but maybe it's because his path is going to be different. It also could be that maybe he's gone as far with these people as he can go, and now it's time for him to start his own thing. Some of you, this could be starting your own job or your own career. There's also explore your creative side. Now, we looked at possibly art, music, dancing, doing something that makes you happy. So I feel like if you're talented, and we saw the card that is saying you're fucking talented, use your talents. What is it that you do? Are you a singer? Are you an artist? Are you a dancer? Can you write books? What is it that you are hiding that you should be really exploring this year? Maybe you put it on the back burner. Maybe for the last few years, you were like, oh, you know what? I got time to do it, but I'm not going to do it right now. And then for some of you, it could be that you are very scared of putting yourself. Yes. Have courage. Some of you, I think you have some things that you can explore, but you're scared. May take you moving away. May put you in contact with different people or a different environment. This may be a new beginning where you're starting something up and you're scared about the outcome of it. Don't be afraid, Gemini. It looks like that you have some major talent that you're going to break out with and push out into your community or possibly your world this year. And I think you've always had this, but maybe you've been afraid to share it with people because of rejection, or maybe you just overthought the situation. But you definitely have something that is going to open up where spirit is like, it's already destined. Maybe you've been in a position to use this and you've just kind of put it back. And it's interesting that I think spirit is pushing you. I think they have been telling you, come on, let's do something, because there's recognition that's coming to you. And for some of you, it literally may be a change of place for you. This could be somebody in your community. I have a Gemini sister that has an art gallery or a creative center down the street from her house. And she's an amazing artist. Brandy is, I've seen her paintings and just amazing. And she's self-taught. And so it's like, it's crazy when you look at that, because you would think I couldn't even draw a stick figure. And here this woman is, she's able to create these things and she hasn't really put it out there yet. And I know I'm blasting her. So I'm pushing you out into the world, Brandy. I'm pushing you out. Spirit and me are saying, get out there. You're talented. Put your shit out there. And for a lot of you, you may have a friend that's going to do the same. Be wary, though, of those people that are telling you, no, now is not the time. No, you shouldn't do this. No, this wouldn't be the right move for you. That is going to distract you, because it looks like spirit actually has plans for you to really shine this year. Do it, Gemini. Do it. All right, Gemini, I love you.